It's breaking news right now. We want to take you out live to the scene in downtown Nashville, where we understand Metro Nashville Police are addressing an officer-involved shooting. Let's listen to Public Information Officer Don Aaron.
He really didn't make much sense. His officers responded. They encountered him, talked with him, put his hand in a backpack. According to witnesses, he made references that he had a gun, not taking his hand out of the backpack despite police officer commands. The two officers were forced to fire upon him out of concern for their own personal safety. Again, the footage will be released later today.
You said 2 officers?
2.
Mr. Aaron, how is the officers doing right now, and was the mental health unit involved as well?
You're talking about Partners in Care?
Yes.
Well, the Partners in Care component at the Central Precinct works the day and evening shifts. It was not part of their Central Precinct's overnight response. But I would say this about Partners in Care. Partners in Care would come into a situation once things have been settled and de-escalated. As the officers are responding to this particular person with his hand in a backpack, making references that he has a gun, Partners in Care, even if they were here, would not have interceded at that point because the situation is still very volatile, and based on what was taking place, the Partners in Care person would have been in as much potential danger as the police officers. So if the police officers were able to de-escalate the situation, if a Partners in Care person had been here, it is at that point that they would have started their work.
How are those 2 officers?
Well, you know, no police officer comes to work wanting to be engaged in a situation like this. They are physically fine, but obviously what's happened to them is would weigh on them as it would any person, and the police department will be providing the counseling resources that they need.
Do you know how typical it is to have a call like that come in where it seems kind of strange and someone say that they're feeling violent?
Well, you know, the Emergency Communication Center receives hundreds of thousands of calls a year, and I think you and I would consider a good many of them strange. So no, it's not unusual to receive a call like this. The officers, when they got here, hoping that it would not be the situation that they encountered, but indeed it was.
What happens now? What happens now with the investigation and the officers? Are they off work for a little bit, or what happens now?
So by policy, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation will handle the actual shooting investigation. That occurs with all officer-involved shootings. The TBI is here. The TBI, I will tell you, has checked the backpack that we've seen in the street. There is no firearm in the backpack. The Police Department's Office of Professional Accountability will be conducting an administrative investigation to ensure the Police Department policies were followed as to this. The 2 police officers are on routine administrative assignment while the investigation progresses on routine administrative assignment, so they can assist with the TBI agents and with our investigators as this process moves forward.
Do you know if this person who was shot was someone who was, using the bus, passing through, or were they someone who...
At this point, the person has not been identified. I understand he is a white man, is the only descriptor I have on him at this point.
Is this a pretty common spot for police to be responding to lately?
Well, you have a lot of folks coming and going through the Greyhound bus station. Yeah, there would be calls for service at this bus station as you would have at other major transit places. Yeah, there's activity here, police calls here, yes.
We just talked.
All right.
Oh, so sorry. Do you care if I ask?
We've been listening to Don Aaron. He's the spokesperson for the Metro Police Department. He is talking about a scene that took place at the Greyhound bus station there in downtown Nashville around 6 o'clock this morning. He says that there was a man who was wearing a backpack who was threatening to take his own life. He said he had a gun in that backpack. Police responded to the scene. He is claiming that the man reached into his backpack where, again, police believe that man had a gun because that's what he said he had. And then those 2 officers opened fire. That man was rushed to Vanderbilt Medical Center where he died, and now police are taking a closer look at all the details about what led up to this.